Well, from the Twitter poll, let's take you to a story we are keeping an eye on, and that is on SMEs and small, medium enterprises are known to shy off from reaching out to potential advertisers who will help them reach a wider scope. Majority express fear of charges from various advertising organizations. However, Standard Group went a notch higher in making entrepreneurs understand the importance of making your business known. KTN's Julia Wino with the details.
So basically, we got to understand that SMEs, that is small, medium enterprises, these are people who actually have ventured into different kinds of businesses. But most of them turn out to be scared to approach advertising, public relation companies and media companies to actually help them get their business out there, forgetting that the most important thing is that you need to tell your people what exactly are you doing. They need to see what you're selling. They need to see the unique things about your business. And today we are joined, today we actually have an event that involves the SMEs entrepreneurs to actually get to venture out there and not be scared of approaching media houses, public relation companies and advertising who are going to help them market their businesses to a larger scale. And today we are joined with one of the organization, that is Kenya Products and Services for Depots and Service Stations. And we have Harold Sidondo, who's the country manager, who's going to tell us the reason as to why he's here, why he actually took part in this great venture. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Please tell us what your name is.
My name is Harold Sidondo. I'm the country representative of Tanzanite Petroleum Services. Mainly deal with products and services for fuel stations and depots in Kenya, and we're also regional. Yes.
What exactly? Why is this event important to you? What exactly do you plan to get out of this?
Basically, dealing with a niche market in the country, sometimes it's difficult to be able to be identified by our customers out there. So. By now, we've been doing a lot of door-to-door marketing, which sometimes can prove difficult. But what I intend to get as a company from here is to be able to reach my customers much easier in a friendly, maybe more cost-effective way. Yes.
So what would you tell other enterprises that are actually scared out there because they have the fear that engaging in this kind of venture is quite expensive? It might not be what they can afford. So what message would you have to tell such kind of business entrepreneurs?
I think to be able to make money, you need to spend it. And we need to start taking advertising very, very seriously. We normally, a lot of companies maybe spend less than 2% on their revenues on advertising. I think that should be able to grow. And I think from what I've gathered today, if we grow our budget, advertising budgets, I think we should be able to get much more revenue. Our revenues can go much higher. Yes.
So equally, this must be a two-way relationship, right, between the advertisers and the business people. Yes. So what do the advertisers need to know? How are they supposed to actually convince their customers? We're going to get your business out there. We're going to make sure your business will be known to people. We're going to make sure that you have more customers than ever before.
I think one thing the advertiser should do is get us to get more case studies. When they approach us, be able to say that company A last year had this percent in advertising budget, and they increased it to this, and through that, now their revenues have increased to a certain amount. So I think that should come out very, very clearly, which of now I don't think comes out very clearly. But I believe if that is the case, I think we should be able to go forward.
So allow me to cross over to also one of the members who attended the function today, who's going to tell us what she thinks about SMEs. First of all, introduce herself. She's called Goretti. Let me do that. She's called Goretti. Take. So allow me to cross over to Goretti Apondi, who's also going to tell us why having such a function is important, and also encourage people who have business ideas, like the best way is to basically start it. Thank you for joining us, Goretti. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Thank you. Tell us, what exactly do you do?
I'm a communications consultant working with Goretti Kester Communications, a PR and communications firm in Nairobi.
Goreti, would you maybe tell us why do you think people are always scared? They have great business ideas, but just coming out of the comfort zone becomes a big issue.
I think people are scared because they don't want to go and struggle. You know, when you have a job, you have a pay at the end of the day. But when you go out there and you don't have a job, you're scared, you're asking yourself, where will I get the pay at the end of the day? So I think that is why most people don't want to go into business, because they'll know they'll struggle before they finally make it. Yeah.
So what is the best thing to do?
The best thing to do is just to be courageous enough, you know, to take the risk. Because if you don't take a risk, you'll never get anywhere. I had to leave my job to go start this business. So far, so good. It's tough, but we are hanging on there. Yeah.
You know, at the same time also we have different advertising companies, that is PR advertising as well. And most of the people have their business ideas but are scared to approach such like organizations who are going to help them market their businesses in the name that they say it's going to be expensive. What would you say about that?
You have to market yourself first, you know, as a business. You don't wait for people to market you. So as Goreti, I came into this forum knowing that I'm going to market myself. And then that way I have to go and market to the people out there as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, Goreti. Yeah, and what we just actually had, it will never cost you anything to try out something new. You need to also find better ways to let your business known, to let your business out there, to also be able to attract different kind of customers and in huge number, which will also impact your business at a great level. Back to you in studio, Abby.